Let's get to work. Later I'll teach you how to extract ingredients from monsters. I'll be in the main hall.
Fine.
Wonder if I can ask him now.
They'll pay for this. They'll pay for
Nope.
this.
It just, I could have saved time if I could have asked him now. It's just we're going to need an eye from the other the big beastie to help heal her. Which is ironic, because the beastie is created by magic. Which would mean, you'd think sorry, not Yennefer, Triss. Yennefer is another sorceress. Triss wouldn't be able to have it, basically. Because of its magical origins.
Geralt, is something wrong? No time to talk. I need to make a potion for Triss.
You should find a vial of white gall in the armory on the upper floor. Grab some calcium equine from the evening hall. Look for white stones in one of the chests. If you find any stragglers, finish them. We don't need prisoners. The stairs are through that door. I'd go, but Marigold lies unconscious by the fire.
Lambert, I have to tell you something.
What is it?
Leo. The bandits killed him.
He wasn't ready. What a loss. We'll hunt them down, Wolf. We'll avenge Leo.
Sorry, just when I'm playing through this again, I'm kind of like taking a more critical view to it than I was first time, and it's just like, they're all very monotone. I'm not sure if it's a case of bad voice acting, or that's just how Witchers are, because like Witchers, like in Geralt's case, are actually a bit emotionally affected, I think. Like Geralt, actually, are they? Actually, no, I think they can feel. I know Geralt just can't cry. He physically is unable of it, but they can still express emotion. Yes, yes. Maybe it's just weird voice acting or a weird expectation on my part. Maybe they're expressing it just fine, and I'm expecting them to express it in a different manner. Right? You know, if you get what I'm saying. It's just something about the voice just sounded weird. You know, I've expected something else. You know, it just sounded wrong. You know, that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm coming off wrong here. That's all. That's just my perspective, perception of it. There we go. There's the English.
I'll find you later.
Prepare potions in meditation mode. Gathered and cried ingredients first. But I need to get a mineral and some alcohol to Lambert. Killing bandits. Ooh, flint. That's useful if you want to start a fire. There's Triss. At least they put down some a fur for her. Chicken. Yes, let's just take the 2 raw drumsticks. Also, that is unhealthy as fuck. To be honest, just leaving the chicken out there is unhealthy as fuck, but yeah. Although they just put it all in the larder, just a random raw fish. Ugh. Then again, it's not like they have a freezer. Oh yes, welcome to ye old, you know, Witcher larder. We've got the ye olden Witcher freezer here. Hey dude, I'll deal with you in a second. I'm just noticing a flooded passageway here. Sorry, say again, you bit of reverb. Okay, switch to strong. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. Beautiful. So you can't go down any further, sadly. So I have no idea what's down there. Shame it's flooded. I just kind of wonder how. Rain, I would assume, but how much does it fucking rain? You also can't go further up those stairs. It's blocked. Strong.
Mess with me and die.
Beautiful. There's a few up here. I think they would have tried to clear out by now, considering I was out, you know, meditating for an hour. Though I suppose the other Witchers really wouldn't have left him leave, would they have? Oh, I forgot to loot the guys downstairs. They're probably despawned by now, though. Well, not despawned by now, but since I left. You know, it's actually going to be playing through, no, can't set him on fire. I was actually going to go and play through, Heroes of Might and Magic. You know, well, I was going to do that, but, ended up playing other things instead. I'm not sure where what category that's going to go in, to be honest. For those who don't know, in my recordings, I do like a rough slot idea. Basically, like, oh, I have Witcher here, so I'm sorry, I have an RPG slot, I have a RTS slot, and a shooter slot, you know, whatever. I feel weird calling the slot that, but it's, you know, first person, third person, it doesn't matter. I was sticking to there, so I have a variety on my channel. But part of me feels like, what slot should I put certain things into? And I have no idea. Like, with this is clear, you know, RPG. But part of me feels like, should I put the, you know, Heroes of Might and Magic into RPG or you know, shooter slot? Because it can kind of go into either. Then again, I suppose that holds true for a lot of games. Like, well, to be honest, I would probably just put it into the, like, I do play a bit fast and loose with them, so it's just like a general term kind of thing. Sorry. Right between my middle two fingers is itchy as hell. Oh, just gonna put a hand gel on it. Maybe that'll help. Or make it sting like a motherfucker. I don't know. But, you know, I play fast and loose. It's not an exact science. So, it's just like, but which one would fit best kind of thing. So, yeah. I'm not sure which category I'll be putting the Witcher thing, sorry, the Heroes of Might and Magic thing into. Nothing keeping you here. What about all this fucking knowledge? Bottled water. Boosts endurance apparently, but little interest in that. Okay, a random winged dog. Lovely. Little interest in bottles of water. What's superior is alcohol. Really, there are 2 coins that aren't really worth much. They're 2 fucking coins. But I'm still grabbing them just kind of on the principle of the matter. And same with those, really. I'll probably stop gathering them at some stage. It's just, right now, it's just a, they're here, they're queer, and we don't want any more bears. Christ. You know, they really need to, you know, go contract up some masons. Get the place fixed up. Could never just piss off, could you? Okay. Turn off load messages like too fast and funnel attack and game options. We'll just close that. Oh, so there's a way down that's been sealed off for some reason. I hope we get to wander around Kaer Morhen again in, you know, Witcher 3. Oh, so that's Evening Hall. I have no interest in going there. I want to look here. Cause White Gall. Unknown Potion. And a monstrum or a betrayal of witchers. An anti-witcher pamphlet describes how ordinary people perceive witchers, recounts the story of Kaer Morhen's destruction. Indeed, there's nothing more repulsive than these monsters that defy nature, and are known by the name of Witcher, as they are the offspring of foul sorcery and witchcraft. They are unscrupulous scoundrels without conscience and virtue, veritable creatures from hell capable only of taking lives. They have no place among decent, honest folk. And this Kaer Morhen, where these villains nest and practice their foul rituals, must be wiped off the face of the earth, and all evil traces of it to be treated with salt, and saltpeter to complete the deed. Due to their otherness and unusual abilities, and magical skills, witches are treated as outcasts and sometimes even with hatred, even met with hatred. This hatred was made manifest during the infamous attack on Kaer Morhen, which led to destruction of the fortress and the death of most of the witches wintering there. Those who survived are doomed to extinction, since they no longer train successors. People need witches, but are simultaneously afraid of them. The itinerant warriors inspire fear because they are mutants and have superhuman powers. Witches rarely a welcome guest, and contacts with members of this profession are almost always limited to business. Witches are invariably attacked during pogroms and social upheavals directed against those who deal in magic. You will see a lot of sex with Geralt, but that's an outlier. It's like those jokes that, you know, like, there's apparently some statistics been floated around that, you know, gay guys or gays in general, gay people in general, have, 1,000 sexual partners each, and people making a joke that, oh no, that's just gay Steve. You know, he has, the 1,000. That he shouldn't be counted. Or whatever. I just vaguely remember people making jokes like that, to varying degrees, that, every person hires 1,000 samurais. No, that's just Samurai George. He, over in a cave, with the 1,000 of them. He doesn't count. Jokes like that. Just, I can't remember why I brought that up. Oh yeah, it's basically, he doesn't fit the norm. I'm guessing. Since all I know of the Witcher stuff is mostly centered on Geralt, I don't know how successful Lambert is in his sexual conquests. So, yeah. For centuries, diseases have plagued mankind. Yet when Jan Bakker subjected the power to his will, people gained a powerful weapon in their fight against disease. Mages study bacteria and viruses, the way germs spread, as well as genetics. The research is used by medics who set up hospitals and produce increasingly effective medicines. There are also magical potions capable of healing wounds and internal injuries. Many magic users, such as Maitri Sodengar or Vesana, have become healers, traveling the world and using their magic for the good of others. That's good. White Gull. White Gull is a hallucinogenic beverage, but it can also be used to create other potions, and it serves as a base for complex potions. It serves as a basis for complex potions, containing up to 5 other ingredients. The potion is created by mixing ingredients, providing 2 mixes of vitriol and 1 measure of rebus. Strong alcohol must be used as a base. White Gull is a mild hallucinogen which produces pleasure during the long nights witchers spend at their fortresses waiting out the winter. Witchers make this potion using secret saphorites grown in the dungeons of Kaer Morhen. It can also be made from commonly available ingredients. Great. There's an axe. I'll take it, kind of on principle. Just have the equipment filled. Can't even hit it. Tamarian Iron Dagger, sure. Seems to be anything else here. What? Is this a foundry? It's just there's these. Oh no, this is castle defense. This is where they'll put down the burning wax. Yeah, it's murder holes. Also, I love this big chest. It's called a crate. Ooh, more swallow. Christ, I'm on 6 now. Blueberries, unknown potion, the frightener. I don't remember this at all. And a collection of information on an unusually rare monster known as the frightener. Useful, it's up here, though I swear you can get it off Vesemir. An eye removed from the frightener's carcass. Frightener eye. Monsters. Currents. Frighteners are very rare. They come into being as a result of magical experiments. The great frightener mage has to possess great power and a basic knowledge of mutation. So, immunity. Frighteners are immune to almost all effects. Susceptibility. sensitive to steel and silver, very sensitive to loud sounds at high frequencies. In combat, frighteners rely on their size and strength, try to knock their opponents down and then deal a lethal blow. Frightener's Eye and Claw is from alchemy. The first mage to create a Frightener was the infamous renegade Dagobert Sola, a diligent student of the Zarkandian masters of alchemy, and the supervisor of the trial of the grasses carried out at Kermoran. Upon beholding the abomination he created, Sola is said to have cried, "What have I done?" He destroyed the monster. His notes, however, survived. Sola was actually the name of a Roman general or politician. I think he might have been both. One sec. He, along with his political enemy, or just flat-out enemy, led to a fair bit of trouble with Rome and suffering for the denizens of it, because both of them really hated each other to the point where one, I think they both did it at one stage, but maybe Marius, his enemy, or was some name beginning with M, marched on Rome. Maybe Marius did it, only he did it, but I swear both did. And people who were thought to be on the other side were hunted down and killed. Julius Caesar, Julius Caesar was nearly among them. Julius Caesar was actually friends with Marius, but Marius' soldiers didn't know it, and thought he was with Sulla, and tried to kill him. This led to Julius Caesar being captured by pirates, but Julius Caesar got on with the pirates, joined in with whatever they're doing, all while threatening to murder them, saying that he was going to get his vengeance. They laughed him off. They tried to ransom him for a certain price. He told them to raise it. He was worth more. If that was a case of ego or simply accuracy, I have no idea. Like, he came, he saw it conquered. That wasn't out of hubris or ego. That was out of brevity. He was simply making, he was just keeping it short and sweet. Nothing more. Apparently. He was just keeping it short and sweet. So maybe him doing that wasn't ego. Maybe it was, no, I'm worth more, you can get more from me. It was just compulsively accurate. I have no idea. But when he did get freed, he rounded up an army and hunted them down and handed them over to Governor of Asia. When the Governor of Asia proved too slow to punish them, he broke them out of prison and crucified them himself. Keep in mind, crucifixion in his time didn't involve the use of nails. It necessitated people being tied to the boards and left there to die by starvation, dehydration, whatever came first. People were also allowed to attack them as they wished, so you could get your bollocks punched off if someone felt so inclined. I'm not sure if there was an issue with the people, if they had an issue with people killing the people being crucified, but they had no issue with them being with people attacking the crucified. So yeah, it kind of went into more Julius Caesar there than Sulla, but to be honest, I don't really know too much about Sulla. He was I just remember reading about him in passing. That's cool, but I love the face on the cat. Just like the weird, like the beard and the bushy eyebrows. Well, it ends up coming off like, old man beard. It's kind of funny to see. Just the face is pulling, basically. At the same time, I can't help but feel bad for it. Poor kitty. Did I forget something? No. Okay. That's the main hall. Triss ain't there. She should be. Two coins. Moved into the wrong room. I was expecting the room with the way down. I was gonna try and go. Actually, no, I shouldn't go that way. That was actually the way up. This is the way with the way down. There's another way back up the spiral staircase. to go higher. But you have to go into